punch, that that I like, that that kind of bassy, driven rhythm. You know what I mean? I don't know how else to describe it. Hey everybody, I hope you're having a wonderful day today. If you're new here, hi, my name is Katie. I am a music teacher as well as a gear enthusiast. And today I have a review on this 3/4 sized solid top spruce Enya guitar. This was sent to me in PR, and I'm also an Enya endorsed artist. So yes, thank you so much for sponsoring my channel, Enya. Really appreciate it. But I am going to give you as much information about this instrument so that you can weigh the specs yourself to see if this instrument is right for you. If you are interested in purchasing this instrument, I'm going to link it in the description box below. That link is affiliated, so that means a small portion of that sale does go back to me in supporting my channel. So thank you so much for your support. I really appreciate it. This is the Enya Spruce travel-sized or 3/4 size guitar X1 Pro. It's 34 inches in length, has a solid Sikkim spruce top, HPL or high pressure laminate back and sides. It also includes a padded gig bag, an accessory package of a tuner, a strap, a capo, a set of strings, a cleaning cloth, and a pack of picks. And it's priced at $199 US. The gig bag is a standard gig bag. If you have an Enya ukulele and it looks like a giant Enya uke case, it's black. I'd say that it's, it's nicely padded, but it's not really thickly padded. It's gonna hold some of its structure, but it's not crush proof. I think that it's nice because it keeps it from getting dinged and scratched in transport. That is a plus. It's going to keep it from getting dust. It has a somewhat of a reinforced handle, backpack straps, and then a little loop right here where you could hang it on a hook on your wall, which I enjoy. The neck description says that Enya Music developed an original bolting technique that uses 2 screws to bolt the neck to the body, and it's said to enhance the resonance of the entire instrument. The biggest thing to note about this guitar is the hybrid neck profile, with a little bit of a C shape in the lower register and kind of a V shape in the middle or higher register, making it easier to strum chords below the 5th fret and play comfortably on the upper part of the fretboard for solos. I've said this before in other videos, and maybe you've seen other reviews on other guitar channels where they refer to the neck as a fast neck. So what does that mean? So it means that the neck is thinner. It's more so on the thinner side, is so that it's just easier to move from, well, depending upon the player, but the philosophy of it is that it's going to be easier to move from the lower part of the neck to the upper part of the neck. So because there's not a lot of material to be able to get in your way, and your fingers are just able to move quickly up and down the fretboard. So a U shape, C shape, they have more material here. D shape, you can see that it is a bit on the thinner side. I prefer D-shaped neck profiles and V-necks as well. So it's a really nice hybrid because they decided, okay, how do we get the best of both worlds on this instead of just a one-size-fits-all? Why don't we adjust the neck so that you're able to play a variety of styles on this instrument? So it's not just, hey, let's strum chords. You have the option of being able to play comfortably up here, to be able to, bend the strings, solo, things like that, with your thumb resting on top. That sustain is beautiful. It's still going. Oh, that's pretty. It also smells really good. Anybody else smell their guitars and ukuleles? Let me know. That smells really good. I think that this is really nice. It produces a really beautiful tone. The projection is really nice, a well-rounded tone, I would say, even though it is a 3/4 size guitar. 34 inches long. It's a little one. It's very tiny. Maybe on camera it doesn't look like that, but the camera can be really deceiving. I'm barely 5 feet tall. I'm very petite. This may look like a full-size dreadnought on me. You never know. But I think that the tone, it does produce a really pretty tone. So great for a beginner, great for travel, or just anybody that's looking for something a little smaller, more compact with a big punch. I've had this guitar for a few months now, and I've been playing it in my videos. I have been just really getting to know the instrument. The more and more I play it, the more I like it. I'm normally like a full-size dreadnought girl, okay? That's just what I grew up playing. And grew up, like, I started when I was 20, and I'm 38 right now, so I'm growing up in the world here. But the more and more I play this, the more and more I like it. The more and more I get to know the instrument, there's just a lot of dynamics to this. There's just a lot of versatility to this. I can palm mute to it and get that punch, that that I would like, that that kind of bassy, driven rhythm playing. I really like to do that kind of stuff. And when I'm finger picking, I feel like I just get that sparkle that I want, especially when it comes to a solid top spruce instrument. I get that shimmer, that sparkle, that dee, you know what I mean? I don't know how else to describe it. It has a good dynamic range of some lows, some mids, and you got some really nice high end in there of the tone. So it's not all just one, like, all right, this is the bass is its specialty. I feel like there's just a lot of it's balanced. It's a balanced tone, in my opinion. Now, can I get the volume that I want, like, out of this one, that if it were like maybe a full-size dreadnought? I'd really like to see that. I would really like to play some of Enya's bigger guitars and just compare it to the Nova Go, because I have a Nova Go, and compare it to this one. I think that would be really, really fun to see how that compares. Now, when it comes to Sikkim spruce, I'm not sure what its properties are because I tried to research it and I couldn't find much about it. However, I'm familiar with spruce in general, and instruments are constructed of this tone wood because it's well-rounded and it's suited for many styles of playing. It's known for its tight grain pattern, its high stiffness, while being relatively light. Now, the back and sides are made of HPL or high pressure laminate. It's impervious to humidity and heat, and so it's known for its durability. It's also cost effective. It's cheaper to be able to produce these instruments, but it's also going to be at a more affordable price point for the consumer. So you kind of have to see the best of both worlds here. Something I will have to note is that when you have an instrument that has HPL back and sides and then a solid top, you really have to monitor its humidity depending upon where you live. An instrument should be between 40 and 60% relative humidity. You could get a hygrometer and be able to measure the humidity inside of its case. I like to use a humidifier because I do live in a place where the weather shifts. It can get really dry in the wintertime and really cold, and it can get really hot and humid in the summertime. So I'm very careful as to what happens here with my instruments. You also have to be careful too, because with weather, the top will be able to take on moisture. It will be able to dry out as well. And if the top is able to move, but the back and sides are not able to move, therefore you get cracking if it gets to be too dry where you live. I wish that it had actually a way that you could plug it in, because then I'd be able to play it and record with it some more without having, to have other sounds take over in the house because I have 3 kids. Other than that, I think that this is definitely a really cool instrument, because at like $200 you get the gig bag, you get this instrument, you get the other accessories. Now, if you are looking for something bigger than a 3/4 size guitar, this may not be the one for you. If you're looking for something that has, you want a pickup in it, and you have to think about, like, okay, if you want to install one, how much is that going to cost? If this guitar doesn't have it, maybe it's not the one for you. But if you're looking for something that is on the smaller side, that also has a very beautiful tone, that is affordable, I say $200 is pretty affordable for a guitar, especially of this tone quality. Action! Let's take a look here at the 12th fret. I set the guitar up myself, and it was really easy. It wasn't the fact that there was anything wrong with the guitar, it's just that the weather changed in Wisconsin so drastically that the neck decided to move this way and the strings were touching the instrument, the frets. But it was really easy to fix because you have the truss rod cover right here. It came with an Allen wrench. The neck was pulling this way, so I just needed to release the tension of the neck ever so slightly, and boop, it was fixed in no time, literally minutes. It happens with acoustic guitars. That is my personal opinion on this guitar. Let me know what you think. If you have this guitar, I want to know your opinions about it. I love hearing from you. I love hearing your comments about these things because they not only help other people, they would definitely help me out as well, help me to consider things in a different perspective. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you soon. Bye.